Good morning and Sairam. This is the part 2 of chapter 12. That means friction. In previous video we have done what do you mean by friction, factor effects of friction, types of friction. Clear? So before going to start part 2, what we are going to do, we will do a quick revision what we have learnt in our previous video. Let us start. So, what do you mean by friction? Basically, your friction is opposes force. Clear? And in a simple language, you can say that friction is your negative force which opposes the motion. Which opposes the motion. That means if your motion is in this side, the friction force which is produced will be in this side. Clear? With this, you can say that friction is a opposes force. Clear? Now, factor effects of friction. Yes. Which surface? Clear? If you are having a smooth surface, the friction which produce in a very less amount, and that's why we are easy to move in a that's why it is difficult to move in a smooth surface. There is a chances to slip down because the amount of friction produced is in a very less amount. Clear? And friction produces in a very large amount in a rough surface. It is easy to move in a rough surface. Clear? Now there are how many types of frictions are there? There are three types of friction: static friction, rolling friction and sliding friction. Clear? And friction is more in a yes, static friction. After that sliding friction and least in a rolling friction. Clear? Now let us start part 2 of friction. Topics to be covered in this video are friction a necessary evil. Friction a necessary evil. Second, advantage and disadvantage of friction. Second is advantage and disadvantage of friction. Third, fluid friction. Third, fluid friction. Fourth, way to increase friction, and the last one is ways to decrease friction. What topics we are going to cover? We are going to cover 5 topics. Number 1, friction a necessary evil. Second, advantage and disadvantage of friction. Third, fluid friction. Fourth, ways to increase friction. 5, ways to decrease friction. Clear? Friction a necessary evil. We all know that friction has some positive and negative effects. We all know that a friction has positive and negative effects. Friction is necessary evil because it has both harmful and beneficial effects. We know that. I told you in the previous video that a friction has some harmful and some beneficial effects. Now, how? Some examples are there. Example number 1, we can walk easily because ground offers friction. Why we can walk easily? Because ground produces friction. Becomes almost in the less friction, walking become almost impossible, like in an ice surface. Clear? Therefore, friction is necessary even as a wait even as a simple task like walking. Clear? If there is a less friction, you can't walk very easily. So for friction, for walking easily, it is compulsory that friction should be there. Clear? Second example, it is difficult to task to move on a wet muddy track or wet marble floor. This is because those surface offers very small amount of friction. I told you this earlier. If there is a less amount of friction, you can't walk easily. Clear? Third one, soles of shoes have grooves on them. You have seen that some different type of shapes are there in the shoe, sole of the shoe, and if that become plain, it becomes slippery and it is very difficult to walk. Clear? Why? Because in a plain surface of sole, the amount of friction which is produced in a very less amount, and due to that's why we are not able to move very easily. Clear? So, and if there is a different type of shape, that means rough surface will be there, and in a rough surface, what will produce? Yes, a good amount of what? Friction will produced. Clear? Soles of shoes have grooves on them. Grooved soles gives more friction to the ground, which gives better grip when we walk. Shoes with worn out soles can be slippery. Clear? The fourth example, the tires of vehicles have threads for better grip over a road. In the tires, you are also having a shapes. Why? For the grip. Clear? And if that will become all that also will become plain, so it is very difficult. That tire will become slippery. Clear? And in the rainy season, it is very risky to run a vehicle with that type of tires. Clear? So the tires of vehicles have a thread for the better grip over a road. It provides friction to the surface of road. When threads are worn out, the tires need to be replaced with a new one because your vehicle becomes slippery and there is a more chances of accident. For our safety purpose, it is very risky. Clear? Now, friction can also produce heat. Vigorously rub our palms together for a few minutes. If you will, in a cold, when your hand become cold, what you will do? You will rub it. When you will rub it, what will happen? Friction will produce, and due to that friction, your hands will become warm because heat will produce over there. Clear? Writing with this pen is possible because of the friction. Clear? So these are the example of some friction. Because of this, we can say that friction are necessary evil. Clear? That means ये एक अच्छा reason है. इसका नहीं होगा तो इससे harmful की beneficial चीजें बहुत सारी है जो नहीं होंगी. Clear? Now, I told you that friction has some advantages and some disadvantages. So what are the advantages? Friction between pen and paper enable us to write on the paper. I told you this earlier. Because of the friction, you are able to write. Because of the friction, you are able to write. Clear? Second, friction between our feet and ground allows our movement. Ground allows our movement like standing, walking and running. Clear? Friction between our feet and ground allows our movement like standing, walking and running. Third one, friction between the surface of the road and tires of our vehicles allow the vehicle to move without slipping. Clear? So these are the advantages of what? Friction. Because of friction, we are able to these activities. I am reading once more. Listen carefully. Because of the friction, we are able to write with the pen on the paper. Because of friction, we can easily walk. Clear? Because of the friction, we can move our vehicles very smoothly. And there is a less chance of slipping. Clear? Now, I told you that friction has some beneficial as well as harmful effect. So, what we have done recently, we have done advantages of friction. Now, there's a turn of disadvantage of friction. Disadvantage of friction. Number one, friction cause moving object to stop or slow down. Because of friction, yes, it is difficult. Because of friction, moving objects can be stop or slow down. Clear? Second, friction produce heat causing wastage of energy in machines. Friction will produce during friction heat will produce, and this whatever heat is produced, it is waste. So it basically friction produce heat causing wastage of energy in machine. Clear? Friction cause wear and tear of moving parts in machinery and soles, shoes, etc. Because of friction, after some time, that sole of shoes, tires become plain. Clear? So these are the disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of friction? Number 1, friction cause moving objects to stop or slow down. Second, friction produce heat causing wastage of energy in machines. Third, friction causes wear and tear of moving parts of machinery, soles of shoes, etc. So these are the disadvantage of friction. Clear? Now fluid friction. Number 1, gases and liquids are generally known as fluid. What are fluids? Fluids are those type of state of matter in which a matter can easily flow. Clear? So we all know that gases and liquids are generally known as fluid. We have done this in previous classes also. So similar to solid, fluids also provide friction. Okay, like solid, fluid also provides friction. The friction of fluid increases with the speed of object moving through it. When friction of fluid will increase, as your speed of the fluid will increase. Clear? And speed of the fluid. Clear? So what we have done in first point? First, what are fluids? Fluids are those which can easily flow. And if your speed of the fluid will increase, your friction will be more over there. Second, objects which are made to move in fluid are made streamlined like boat. From the both end it will be narrow, and at the middle it will be broad. Clear? To reduce the friction offered by the fluid. Why it's boat and all whatever objects which we are moved in a fluid are streamlined? Because it reduces the friction. So I am reading second point, listen carefully. Objects which are made to move in a fluid are made streamlined shape to reduce friction offered by fluid. The shape of aeroplane, ship, boat, birds and fish are made of streamlined shape. Now you understand why these all are made up of streamlined shape, because they streamlined shape decrease the friction, and if it will decrease the friction, it is easy to move in a water surface. Clear? A shape which is pointed on both ends and wide at the middle is called streamlined shape. I told you that, which facilitate easier movement through fluids. This point I have already explained. That means, what do you mean by streamlined shape? What do you mean by streamlined shape? Streamlined shape means the object which is pointed at the both ends like this. Okay, and broad at the from the middle. That type of shape is known as streamlined shapes. And why boats are streamlined shape? Because streamlined shapes objects decrease friction which produced in a water, and because of this it is easy to move in a water. The frictional force offered by fluids. The frictional force which are offered by the fluids, that means the frictional force which is produced in a liquid or gas, is known as drag. What do you mean by drag? A frictional force offered by the fluids. A frictional force offered by the fluids is known as drag. Clear? Now, in real life, there are circumstances we have to increase the friction and minimize the friction. There are some cases in which we want that friction should be more, and in some cases we want that friction should be less. So there is number of ways by which we can increase the friction and we can decrease the friction. Clear? So in next slide we will learn how we can increase the friction? How we can increase the friction? Friction can be increased by increasing the roughness of the surface in contact. Increasing the roughness of the surface in contact. For example, threading of shoes tries is done to increase friction. Clear? How can you increase the friction? If you increase the roughness of the surface, like if you want to move properly, and if you want to walk properly, if you will wear the shoes which have rough surface, that means which have rough sole, by in that type of shoes you can walk easily. In that type of shoes you can walk easily. Clear? So like this you can increase the friction. Say if you are wearing a plain shoes and now you want to that friction should be more, so you will change that plain shoe with the rough surface shoe. Clear? Now when friction is undesirable, you have to reduce the friction, and in simple language that you want to decrease the friction. How you can decrease the friction? Friction can be minimized by using lubricants like oil and grease, and by using ball bearing between machine parts. Clear? If you want to minimize the friction, in that case there are different types of material which are present you can use, like lubricants, oils and grease. See, if you can take a daily life example. If in a dough, uh, take example of dough. Sometimes it is difficult to find a dough, open a dough. Why? Because oil is less or grease is less, and when you apply oil and grease, it's work properly. So why? Because earlier there is more friction will produce, and that's why it is difficult to move your dough. But when you will apply some oil and grease to that dough, what will happen? Yes, then amount of friction which producing is now decrease, and it is easy to move your dough. Clear? A substance that is introduced between two surfaces in contact to reduce friction is called lubricant. Now, what do you mean by lubricant? Now, what do you mean by lubricant? Lubricant, a substance. Lubricant is a substance that is introduced between two surfaces in contact to reduce friction is called lubricant. Clear? Fluid friction can be minimized by giving suitable shape to the objects moving in the fluids. Now, fluid friction can be minimized. If you want to minimize friction in fluids, that means liquid and gas, what you will do, you can change the shape, and you can change the shape to the streamlined. If you will change the shape into the streamlined, the friction will decrease automatically. So fluid friction can be minimized by giving suitable shapes to the object moving in the fluids. Clear? With this, your friction chapter is over. If you are having any doubt, you can contact me. You can call me, you can message me anytime. Clear? Thank you and have a nice day.